If neither the retention nor the limit is indexed, claim inflation can cause a loss to reach the retention amount sooner and more frequently than anticipated. Claims in long-tail insurance policies will affect reinsurance treaties, and it can take many years before these claims are settled. When you have a severe inflation in a country, it will mathematically increase the cost of these long-tail claims to reinsurers. Index clause, also referred as an inflation clause, stability clause, or indexation clause, will redistribute the effects of inflation on claims which would fall on the reinsurer between ceding insurer and the reinsurer. If neither the retention nor the limit is indexed, claim inflation can cause a loss to reach the retention amount sooner and more frequently than anticipated. Further, if there is greater inflation after the claim reaches the retention amount, the reinsurer's liability will not increase with the rising cost of the claim. The index clause achieves redistribution of these inflation-related increases by adjusting the retention and limits amounts of a reinsurance contract in accordance with an inflation index. If the reinsured makes payment for losses which are covered by this treaty, the reinsured shall send the reinsurer a list of individual losses settled with the corresponding payment dates. The amount of each individual loss shall be adjusted using a formula agreed upon by the reinsured and the reinsurer. However, this adjustment shall only be carried if deviation of more than 10% or sometimes 14% agreed between the parties occur between the base index and the index at the time of the payment. Otherwise, the actual amount of the payment shall apply. How does the index clause work? And that's an example, a very crude one. Say that the reinsurance treaty, an XL protecting motor liability, has been put into place in 2010, and that we are now in 2020. Claims have occurred during 2010 and have been paid along the years, and now they are finally settled in 2020. Let's say that the inflation over the years has reached 25%. We say there's a base of 1 in 2010, and in 2020 the base or index is 1.25. The XL treaty for this example is 20 million in excess of 5. There has been a loss which is now settled at 15 million. On the face of it, the reinsurer should take 10 million and the cedant should retain 5? No. Because with inflation of 25%, the base one, in fact, the loss of 12 million unindexed is calculated 15 million over 12 million. In fact, because of the index clause, the reinsurer will take on its shoulders only 8.75 million instead of 10. And the cedant will retain 6.25 million instead of 5 million. How the loss has gone from 12 to 15 million. So the loss unindexed is 12 million at base 1. Let's index the priority. 5 million multiplied by 15 over 12 equals 6.25 million. Let's index the limit for the sake of it. 20 million multiplied 15 divided by 12 equals 25 million. The reinsurer sees its priority and its limit going up by 1.25. The loss of 15 million less 6.25 million leaves 8.75 million to the reinsurer, and 6.25 million stays with the company. Another method would have been to use the proportion or the percentage the priority bears with the loss at base 1. In this example, 5 million divided by 12 million is 41.67%. So the cedant takes 41.67% of the loss, the other 58.33% going to the reinsurer. Conclusion, again, the basic purpose of the index clause is to share as equally as possible between cedant and reinsurer the increase of the loss due to inflation.